How are the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Satanists, the Zionists, and most of the unorthodox Jews in service of Satan and the coming of the Antichrist? Why do they all worship Satan and the ancient gods of Babylon and Egypt? Why are they investing so much money in preparing the world for the coming of the Antichrist? And how are they all connected? Let's talk about it. In this video, we will address the issue of what we see around us in plain sight from the elite in governments, in Hollywood, and in the entertainment industry as an open admission to worshiping the devil and the Antichrist, who will claim to be God. Unfortunately, the vast majority of people are actually sheeple, and they don't understand or see the obvious signs. Or maybe they do, but they just don't care. They say, it doesn't affect me directly, so why should I care? Or they say, it doesn't pay my bills, so I don't care. And they are not seeing how it affects them much more than they think or feel at the moment. And the game is rigged in such a manner that you don't even feel played until it is over for you. Just like cooking or boiling crabs or frogs on top of a small flame, where they don't even feel the heat as they get boiled and cooked. As we mentioned in previous videos, Satan's main and only mission in life is to guide and lead as many humans as possible to the pits of hellfire and try to prove to God that we are not worthy of the status he gave us when he ordered the angels and Satan with them to bow down to Adam after he gave him life, soul, and knowledge. So Satan is our greatest enemy, and we were even told so by God in the Bible and in the Quran. We were also warned that before the end of times, God decreed certain events would happen, one of which is the coming of the Antichrist, who is given certain abilities that we might consider supernatural. But even the Antichrist knows how things will happen, and that he will be killed in a short time by the real Jesus Christ, and that his open reign over humans will last a very short time. But his minions, preparing for his arrival, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Satanists, the Zionists, and most of the Jews are controlling the world right now, while the majority of people are not even feeling that they are being controlled. These groups are actually one and the same with different names because each group has a specific role in society, in governments or in banks and financial institutions. They have to take control of our world and of the minds and behavior of the people to allow for the coming of the Antichrist and to secure his control without much resistance. That is why they recruit candidates with money and power in politics and in the world's armies who are high-ranking officers. That is why they finance the elections of the presidents and politicians who are loyal to them. That is why they use blackmail as a control tool against anyone they cannot buy or do not want to pay for their loyalty and total surrender. The best example is what we see now regarding Epstein Island and what used to happen there, while every person with any kind of influence from anywhere around the world was put in compromising positions and recorded for blackmail and control. This issue is so big and has so many branches that it cannot be addressed in one video. It requires a series of its own, which we will try to do if God is willing. Now open your eyes to the signs they give you while mocking you right to your face. Jim Carrey snapped and started exposing them and talking about their secret signs in this video.
Is that a gang sign that you don't know what it is? You don't know what that is. I have no idea. You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue. The symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? Like, for years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things and, you know, and look at them trying to, come up. It's hilarious, and, you know, and I'm sick of, hold on a second. You know what they're trying to do? Who? This thing is buzzing, hold on. They're trying to turn us into, you know, consumer drones of some sort. I just gotta get this.
And, yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm in the middle of blowing the lid off some, What happened? I'm sorry, Jimmy. I was temporarily interrupted by my iPhone 6 Plus.
That's a big one, huh?
5.5 heads-up HD display. I think what I was really trying to say was I think people will enjoy Dumb and Dumber this weekend.
And that is what I thought you
were about. They should all go to the theater. They should all go to the theater tomorrow and see it.
And they
Because we could use a good laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
You need to wake up and smell the roses and prepare to protect your loved ones and yourself against the demons creeping slowly into our lives and minds while changing our own behavior and values without us even noticing it. Just remember, about 15 years ago, if someone talked about being gay, he or she would be mocked and ostracized from society as behaving against human nature and God's rules. Also, transgenderism was an official mental disease that required heavy drugs and serious psychiatric treatment while shackled in a mental institution. That is how they change our society slowly, without us noticing, till it is too late to resist. And if you do resist, you are called all kinds of names, and you are the one who will be ostracized from society. They promote and finance all kinds of evil and demonic practices. In the Quran, it is said that when Jews and Christians join against God's orders and rule, they are becoming human demons, and that is exactly what we see in the Zionist movement. Can you explain why a Christian would give his life and money to a Jew for a cause that has nothing to do with Christianity or what Jesus said or advised? Do you think Jesus wanted to build the Temple of Solomon, Or would he give money to kill and massacre children in Palestine to prepare and expedite the arrival of the new Jewish Messiah, which is the Antichrist? Just beware that Zionists are not following the Bible, neither the Old nor the New Testament. The book of their religion is the Talmud, which states that any non-Jew is an animal who can be killed with no remorse. What this book preaches is beyond evil. It even promotes relations with children between 3 and 9 years old as normal and recommended. But that is a matter for another specially dedicated video. Just remember that everything happening around us is for a purpose, and nothing is coincidental. Every little step is a building block by these evil demons to set the stage for the coming of the Antichrist and the completion of Satan's life purpose to make us all doomed to hell. Also know that one of Satan's best achievements is convincing people that he doesn't exist, and that the same goes for God. But he is real, and so is God Almighty. However, Satan is no match for God, nor does he rule hell. He will burn in hell and be tortured more than any other being, human or jinn. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified with every new video exposing these demons and their plans. Also, comment on what you think about how to fight them. And watch this video here to learn about who this Antichrist is and what his abilities are. God bless.